Good morning students, welcome to our next lecture of data structures and algorithms. In our previous lectures we discussed about data structures, what is data structures, why we are using data structures. From that term data structures we mainly got two terms, first one was data and the second one was structures. So we discussed individually about data and structures. And after data structures we discussed about the algorithms, the basic definition of algorithms, the structure of algorithm, and we also tried to understand the structure of an algorithm using an example of calculating the factorial of a number n. So today we will study about the stack. The stack is one of the most important data structures that will come in our exam. So stack is mainly a linear data structure. In our previous lecture about data structures, we studied about different types of data structures. In that we studied two different types of data structures. First one was linear and the second one was non-linear. So stack was the first example of linear data structure. Linear means, as I have told you in our previous lecture also, linear means the data that is arranged in a proper sequence. Proper sequence can be said or understood in increasing or decreasing form. So proper sequence means data should be represented or stored in a proper sequence, in either in increasing form or decreasing form. That's why we are calling stack a linear data structure, because stack is such a kind of data structure in which we are representing our data in a proper sequence. We will study about how we are storing data in stack in a proper sequence using the example. Now the next point comes is insertion and deletion at one end. In stack, as we are storing our data in a proper sequence, so the insertion and deletion always take place at one end. Means stack is such kind of data structure in which the insertion of a new element, or we can say the deletion of the existing element, both take place at the same end. It is based on LIFO principle. LIFO principle means the element that is inserted last, L stands for last, okay? The element that is inserted in last will be the first element to be removed from the stack. Here we can understand the meaning of LIFO. LIFO means, full form of LIFO is last in, first out. So LIFO stands for last in, first out. Last in, first out means the principle that stack is using LIFO. LIFO principle means the element that we are inserting last in our stack, the data element that is being inserted last in the stack will be the first that will be removed from the stack. That's why we are calling it a LIFO, last in, first out. The element inserted last in the stack will be the first to be removed. Now this principle can be understood using this example. Here is an example of a stack. Suppose this is our stack. In this stack we are having three elements. First one is A, second one is B, and third one is C. So we are inserting elements from the same end and deleting also. Now the end from which we are inserting the element in the stack and deleting the element from the stack, that one end is known as top. We are calling that end as top, representing top in capitals. So this is a stack. This is an example of a stack. We have created a stack, and in this stack we are inserting the elements. This is our top. This end is our top. One end is only open of the stack, another end is closed. So the one end, from that one end we are inserting the element and we are deleting the element, and that end is known as the top. So this end is known as the top of our stack. So what we are doing, we are inserting the element from the top of the stack. That means when we inserted A, our first element, we inserted through the top, the one end that we have in our stack, we inserted the element through the top, then again we inserted next element B from the top, similarly C, and further we can insert the elements like this. Now we have three elements in our stack. First was A, second was B, and third was C. Now C was the last element that we inserted in our stack. Now for removing any element, we will always keep the principle of stack in our mind. Principle of stack is LIFO. We will always keep the principle of stack in mind. So for removing, suppose we want to remove the element B. So for removing element B, we just can't remove directly B, because the principle states that the element that is inserted last in the stack will be the first to be removed from the stack. So for removing the element B, what we will do, we will first remove the element C from top of the stack. After removing element C, we will remove next element B from top of the stack. So in this way we can remove the element from top of the stack. So this was the basic principle of stack LIFO. LIFO, I am explaining it again. LIFO means last in first out. The element, the data element that we are inserting in our data structure stack, we are inserting our element in stack data structure through one end known as top of the stack. So we are inserting an element from top of the stack, and for removing the element, the already present element from the top of the stack, for removing element we will remove the lastly inserted element from top of the stack, as I have explained till now. Suppose we want to remove the element A. For removing the element A, we just can't directly remove A, because according to the principle, the last element that we inserted should be the first element to be removed. So for removing the element A, first of all we have to remove C. So we will firstly remove C. After removing C, we will next remove B. After removing B, then only we can remove A. So this is the principle of stack. That means the element inserted last in the stack will be the first to be removed from the stack. So this was the basic introduction and the principle of stack. Now we will discuss about stack implementation. How we can implement stack in our memory, in our computer memory or systems memory. So there are two ways of implementing stack. First one is static implementation and second one is dynamic implementation. Now in static implementation we are using array data structure to store stack in memory. We are using array as data structure to store data in memory. Now array is the most widely used data structure for storing elements. So for storing data in array, what we will do, we will store elements at compile time. at compile time. So for storing data in array, we will store the elements at compile time while compiling or designing our program. So for designing our program, while designing our program, we will store our data. We will initialize the memory of our data element, our stack at compile time. Now the disadvantage of assigning memory at compile time is while running the program, if we are taking few or less number of input, then the assigned address, then the assigned memory, then our memory will get waste. And if we want more data to be inserted in our memory, then the memory that we have assigned during the compile time, then that more data cannot be inserted in that memory. So this is the disadvantage of static implementation, because once we assign the memory, we just can't reduce it or extend it at runtime. So this will cause problem. So in order to overcome the problem of static implementation, we used dynamic implementation. So stack can be implemented using dynamic implementation. In dynamic implementation, we are using linked list. We are using linked list for representing stack. So in dynamic implementation, what we will do, we will assign memory at runtime. So for assigning memory at runtime, there will be no wastage of memory. We can assign memory according to the data that we are having. We can assign memory according to the data that we have. It can be smaller, it can be greater. It will totally depend on our conditions. So in that case, our memory will be not wasted, will be saved, and it will also, whenever memory is not wasted, it will save our time of program execution. So that's why we are using dynamic implementation. So in both ways, static and dynamic, we can implement our stack, but dynamic implementation is the best way of implementing stack in memory. Now this was the stack implementation. After stack implementation, there comes the next topic, terminology of stack. Terminology of stack means, while discussing about the linear data structure stack throughout our unit, we will be using certain terms very often. Those certain terms are push, pop and top. So these three terms will be used again and again throughout this topic. So let's discuss about them so that we will get easily familiar with them while using in our next lectures. So first is push. First terminology of stack is push. Push terminology means whenever we are inserting any element in stack, it is known as push. So push terminology means insertion of an element in stack is known as push. So operation of inserting any element in stack is known as push, and we are writing it in capitals. Second terminology is pop. Pop means deleting or removing any element from stack. So here pop term is mainly used for deleting or removing any element from the stack. So for performing the operation of inserting any data element in stack, we will use the term push, and for removing any element, for removing or deleting any element, any data element from our data structure stack, we will use the term pop. So push and pop will be the two most important terms that will be used throughout this unit. Now the third terminology comes top. Top, as I have discussed just now, top is the one end from which the data elements are inserted and deleted from the stack data structure. So top term will be used again and again while inserting any element or deleting the already existing element from the stack. Always the term top will be used. Now the conditions of top terminology are: we will always initialize the value of top by -1. So always keep this thing in mind that the initial condition of top will always be -1. Second condition is if top equals to -1. If we encounter the condition top equals to -1, top equals to -1 means stack is empty. Whenever we encounter this condition, if top equals to -1, that means our stack is empty. That stack is empty means there is no data element present in stack. That's why we are calling it stack is empty. So top equals to -1 condition will always indicate that our stack is empty. And the next condition, if top equals to max size -1. Max size means the maximum size of the stack. Maximum size of the stack means the maximum number of elements that a stack can hold is represented using max size. So if this condition top equals to max size -1 is encountered in our next lectures, that means stack is full. So always keep these 3 points in mind, that we will always initialize our top, we will always initialize the top of the stack by -1. Next condition comes is if the value of top is -1, that means our stack is empty, and if the value of top is max size -1, that means our stack is full and no further elements can be inserted in that stack. So these 3 are the main conditions of our top of our stack, which we will be frequently using in our next lectures. So always keep this thing in mind. So this was the basic introduction about stack. In stack we studied that stack is a linear data structure. Linear data structure means the data that is stored in a proper sequence. After that we studied that insertion and deletion of data in stack always takes place at one end, and that one end is known as the top of the stack. After that we studied about the principle of stack, that is LIFO. LIFO means last in first out. The element inserted last in the stack will be the first element to be removed from the stack. So after that we tried to understand the LIFO principle using this example. In this example, firstly we inserted 3 elements from the top of the stack, A, B and C, and after inserting these elements we removed the element from the top of the stack. So since C was the last element to be inserted in the stack, so C became the first element to be removed from the stack. So in this way LIFO principle is implemented on stack. After LIFO principle we studied about the stack implementation, how we can implement the stack. Stack was implemented in 2 ways, static and dynamic. In static implementation we used arrays to initialize our memory during compile time, and initializing our memory during compile time was not giving us the desired result because there was either wastage of memory or the shortage of memory. So in order to remove this disadvantage of wastage of memory or shortage of memory, we used dynamic implementation. In dynamic implementation linked list is used, for which we are assigning or declaring memory at runtime. So it mainly benefited us by not wasting the memory. After that we discussed about the terminology of stack. Terminology of stack contained three terms: push, pop and top. Push was the whenever any element was inserted in the stack, we denoted it using push. If any element is removed from the stack, we denoted it using the term pop. And after that we studied about top. Top means the one end through which we are inserting element and deleting element from the stack. So the initial condition of top was -1, and if top equals to -1 will represent stack is empty, and the next condition, if top is equals to max size -1, will give us that value that stack is full and no further element can be inserted. So this was our introduction about stack or linear data structure. Thank you very much.